Alright, good humans, what's up guys? I'm going to a movie job today in Koreatown. That's kind of like the mid-Wilshire area. We're going to go over to Wilshire, kind of like Normandy and 7th over there. Kind of like where Normandy becomes a small street. It splits off from Irolo right there. That's where we're going. Going to work a movie job with my buddy Barry on my day off. Got to be there at noon. Probably going to work until about midnight. But I am on the freeway, traveling at freeway speeds, and you guys can hear me. Isn't that great? And it's not because I'm running the GoPro. I actually went back to the Sena for this. I'm running the Sena 10C, the Sena or Sena 10C. This is the one that I've traditionally vlogged on. This camera does a good job. It records in 1080p at 30 frames is the highest it'll go. And it's a nice wide angle lens. Only thing I didn't like about it was the battery life was really not that good. I could get maybe 45 minutes worth of straight recording time before the battery would conk out. And I didn't like the placement of the camera itself. It's over here on the left side of my helmet. So over here on the left side of my helmet, you're getting a perspective over here to skew to the left. Even though you can still kind of see my gauges and stuff, it's kind of skewed over to the left. I like the GoPro perspective that most motor vloggers run at the front of their chin bar, right in the front of their helmet, and you get that same point of view that the rider gets, and I like that. And I also thought that the battery life was better, but that doesn't matter because you can plug in an external battery pack to your GoPro with the battery eliminate that EN187 runs, and you can run your GoPro virtually for 8 hours straight, you know, all day long. You're running your GoPro, and it's awesome. As long as you have memory card space, you're good, right? And so I was told, you know, like my buddy Scott, Adventures of Scott, check out his YouTube channel. I'll put it right here, link in the description below. But check out the Adventures of Scott. Scott told me, hey, just plug in your Sena, just like into the charging device there, and run that to an external battery pack, just like you do with the GoPro. And I'm like, awesome, right? So I tried that with mine. It didn't work. I couldn't get it to record. So maybe I'm doing something wrong, or maybe the firmware changed and you can't do that. I don't know, but I got to explore that option because that would solve my battery issue. I like the GoPro. The GoPro is super versatile. You could do a lot with the GoPro camera for being such a little camera. I mean, it really is a powerhouse when it comes to recording stuff and being versatile. But so that's what I did. I bought a new helmet. I got the Shoei Q West, the Quest, which is one step below that RF 1200. And it's a good helmet and everything. You know, I got it in matte black. It's sexy. I like it. And a girl on her bike, check out her YouTube channel if you haven't already. I'm sure you have, but here's her. Actually, look down in the description below. I'll put a link down there to her. But she has a new product that's like a curved GoPro arm, right? And it's for people that don't have a flat spot in the front of their helmet. If you're one of those people that has these helmets that it's either you know, got a point or curved area on the front of your chin, you can't mount that freaking GoPro sticky thing on the front of your helmet without like doing some retrofitting and adding some adhesive and some 3M and cutting this and doing that. It's a pain, right? So she's got this arm, you know, put it off to the side, and the arm brings it around to the front, and you get that perspective that everybody wants. So it's a cool thing. And if your helmet's like that and you want to put a camera on the front and you're trying to find out your options, I would encourage you to go check her out. Her video, link in the description below. Her video that talks about that. Thank you to a girl on her bike for hooking me up with that. Thank you, EN187, who's sending me out the battery eliminate, so I can continue to try to work on this GoPro issue. So, but what happened with the GoPro was, you know, obviously you can't use the external, or you can't use the audio on the GoPro. It's garbage. It's not usable. So I plugged in my external battery, and I had a high-end, not my battery, my external microphone. Sorry. Plugged in my external microphone, and you know, wrapped it with the little foam, the little windsock foams and stuff, and plugged it into the side of the GoPro, and it was just way too sensitive. It was picking up way too much wind noise, way too much ambient outside noise, and it was actually distorting my voice, and it was not usable. And so, like right about here, the other day I saw a shooting star, and I was talking about it, vlogging. I got excited. Go check that video out. But you know, I couldn't use the audio because it was just garbage, you know. So I wrapped the dead kitty cat fur around it like everybody does to help out the wind noise, and that didn't even help. That was it was just as sensitive. It just, you know, I had that dead kitty cat on there for the meteor video, and you couldn't really hear me. It was just not usable. It's horrible. So now this audio is with the built-in microphone boom with the Sena 10C, and it's not the best audio, and I still get a lot of outside noise, but I could work with it. You know, I could take this audio and I could ship it into Adobe Audition, and I could clean it up a little bit and make it, you know, more pleasing to the ear when you hear, you know, when you hear me. I can clean this audio up. I can work with this audio. I could not work with the GoPro audio. No matter what I did, it just wasn't salvageable. So here's what I'm thinking. Hear me out on this one. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to mount the Sena 10C on my new helmet, right? And I'm going to continue to run the GoPro on the front chin bar of my helmet, right? And I'll use the audio from the Sena 10C. That'll be the audio that I use. And then I'll use the video from both the Sena 10C and the GoPro, and or the GoPro. I'll run them both. Maybe I'll run the GoPro sometimes not run it, depending. But like the Sena will be A camera, the GoPro will be, the one on my chin bar will be B camera. And then on my handlebars, right here, I'll have that other GoPro that's looking back at me or looking forward or looking to the side. If I'm riding with somebody, that'll be C camera, right? And then, so then, yeah, I'll have like a 3-camera perspective. Now, the only thing is, you know, I'm probably going to look like a complete dork with all this crap hanging off of my helmet. And mind you, I know the helmets are made to slide when you crash, and they're made to, the roundness of a helmet. The engineers have figured out that when you crash and you slide, you don't want your helmet catching on anything. These little reflectorized bot dots in the road and stuff. You don't want your helmet catching on that and snapping your neck. And so they don't recommend that you hang anything on your helmet at all. But having said that, you know, Sena has thought about that. The plastic pieces are made to break away. If you were to crash and slide, your head were to slide down the freeway, that camera is going to rip off that helmet. It's not going to stay on there. It's not bolted on there, so it will come off. But anyway, that's what I think I'm going to do. Sena on the left here, run the Sena, use the audio from the Sena 10C, run the GoPro on the shin bar, C camera's going to be on the handlebars. You know, I might look like a dork, but seriously, most people that run the GoPros on their helmets, most of them, they like having a Bluetooth device. They like being able to talk on the phone while they ride. They like being able to listen to their music or their navigation device while they ride. So most people have the 20S or something similar to the 20S on the side of their helmet anyway. And the 10C really doesn't look any different than the 20S, except it's got a camera on the front. So, yeah, I might look like a dork, but I don't think... Oh, we got debris up here. What's going on? Anyway, I'll look no different than everybody else that's running the GoPro and a Bluetooth device on the side. So I think that's what I'm going to do. That's the plan right now, anyway. So anyway, that was 10 minutes of me rambling about my camera and vlogging and audio drama setup nonsense. Hopefully, I can figure out how to plug in that external battery pack to the 10C. If I could do that, man, I'll be in business. But anyway, going to the movie job, let's go check it out. We will see you guys when we get there, find out what our job's going to be today. I'm looking forward to working with my partner, Barry. He's a good guy. I've worked with him for 12, 13 years. And, yeah, he's one of my favorite guys on the job, on the department. So, we're going to go hang out and have some fun, have some laughs, and make sure this film crew is safe and they get their shots and everybody goes home happy for the weekend. Alright, dudes, get past this Harley and we'll get in there. See you in a bit. Alright, we got movie trucks. Filmy trucks. I'm right on time. Oh, there's a base camp over there, it looks like. There's Barry. Oh, looks like he brought his old concourse out. This guy's got 2 concourses. This old 09, and he's got a nice new one too. That one's super clean. It's a nice looking bike. Alright, here's the shop for the next 12 hours. Let's find out what we're getting into. We'll see you guys. Ladies and gentlemen, that is a wrap. We are all done. 13-hour day. Now all that's left is a long ride home. Hey, but real quick before I go, I got a phone call today from a friend. He works Valley Traffic. He's a motor cop. Has been a motor cop for a long time. Anyway, every year officers from like literally all over the world, they converge on Washington, D.C. during National Police Week. And they go to honor and pay respects and celebrate the lives of those officers that we've lost in the line of duty. And this year, my buddy Steve is doing it. And what they do is they'll have a thing called the Police Unity Tour. And I'll leave a link in the description. Later! I'll leave a link in the description down here to check out the Police Unity Tour and what it's all about. And so what happens is hundreds of police officers and cyclists, they get on their bicycles and they ride like 300 miles, man. They ride from like Pennsylvania through Maryland, Jersey. They ride into Washington, D.C. and they roll in there for Police Week for the ceremonies at the National Police Officer Memorial in D.C. And so to do this, these officers, each of them have to raise money. These guys on the bikes that ride this 300-mile trek over several days. And my buddy, he's a motor cop, and motor cops all go. They ship their bikes out there, and they go out there and they provide support and you know, block streets off and, you know, deal with traffic for these cyclists to keep them safe. They give them an escort on these motors. And it's really awesome because it's cops from everywhere, all over the country, right? And so in order to pull this off, dude, they gotta raise a ton of money. They gotta pay like $1,500 just to do it. And they gotta they do it on their own time. They do it on their days off. This is their own time, their own dime. Doesn't cost the taxpayers anything. They raise the money on their own. And so my buddy Steve, Officer Steve's gonna do it. And so what he did was he had a challenge coin, 2 challenge coins made up. These very limited edition challenge coins that he had made up for 2017 Police Week, Police Unity Tour, and he's selling them for $15 each, $15 each, plus shipping or whatever. So it's like, you know, whatever, $3 for shipping. And if you buy more than one, he'll work out a deal. Like if you buy 40 or something like that, I don't know, he'll catch you a break. Or if you, not 40, if you buy, what the hell's going on? If you buy 4, I think is what he said, it's $40. But I'm not sure. You have to ask him. Anyway, so yeah, so these 2 challenge coins, the front and back. There's only 2 coins. It's front and back of each coin there that you're seeing. And 100% of the proceeds all go to him being able to raise money to pay for his airfare, to pay for his room and board, to pay for his food and his time to go do this. And so I think it's for a worthy cause, and I know a lot of you guys like to collect challenge coins and patches and stuff, so now's your chance. Not a lot of these patches are have been made. I think there's less than 200 or something like that. And I don't know how many he's sold already, but if you want to get your hands on one, you need to act quickly, because once they're gone, man, they're gone, gonzo. So anyway, in the description below, you will find his phone number and his partner, Officer Al. Officer Steve and Officer Al, their phone numbers are right there for you to call and or text them and contact them. You can't get them through me. I'm not getting anything out of this. I'm not getting paid or any of that stuff. You can't get it through me, so you got to go through them. I'm just spreading the word. These challenge coins are for a good cause, and all the money that they raise, like when he pays us $1,500, all the money they raise goes directly to the families of these fallen police officers. So it's for a good cause, guys. So if you're so inclined to help out, I really appreciate it. So give Officer Steve a call, give Officer Al a call. Everybody needs to chill out, and tell him I sent you. Give him a call and tell him I sent you. All right, guys, time to ride home. I'm gonna buckle down and focus, because there's a lot of drunks. 12:30 in the morning. People driving around with their headlights off and honking at each other and driving all kinds of crazy. So, especially when I get on that freeway. So, I'm gonna focus. I'm not gonna vlog. This is long enough for today. So, I'm gonna end it, and I'm gonna end it with how I always end it. Be good humans, watch your six. Hey, somebody came by the movie shoot today. It was pretty cool. He's like, Officer Rob, what's up? He told me to watch my six. It was cool. Yes, sir. You watch yours too. Anyway, I'll see you guys on the next one. Later.